Ahoy hoy, Wild Sauce appeared and welcome back to Pokemon. Not quite Pokemon. I don't know, something's wrong with it. I'm still bagging on about it. Still, it's not gonna stop, and we are still on the train for the Ice type conversations. So now we have moved on to good old-fashioned fighting type. The best, one of my favorite types, primarily just because it leads into one of my favorite episodes in the anime. Before I explain that really quick, though, I do want to establish where we are in the game here. We have to find oh goodness, I can't remember his name, but it's the general person from the gym leader. We gotta find the Orberg gym leader. I think his name is like Rocky. Is it really that obvious? Is it Rocky? I think it might be. Oh man, they did not run out of ideas at all by this point. No, I still enjoy this this game as is, even if it did like end up on the downside from my Pokemon phase, where I was all in. Let's see. No, not Ice type. What are you doing? What are you doing, you fool? You foolish game. You foolish phone. Yeah, let's look at the Pokemon here. Now, the fighting type, like I said, the fighting type, the reason why I hold these guys in such regard is because of the fact that one of my favorite episodes is the one with the tournament arc, with, not the tournament arc, but the tournament between the fighter types that introduced one of my favorite Pokemon, which is Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee, I mean, he was my favorite at the time. I wouldn't really call him top 10 anymore. But for back then, I'd say that he was just weird enough for me to appreciate him, because it's like he kicks a lot. He doesn't really have a head, but he has eyes. He looks kind of like a phantom. But the kicks, they're going to hurt you. They're going to stab you with their points. And it's like some really dark shit, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But no, one thing that, spoilers for that episode, by the way, one thing that irritates me about that episode is just Ash just willing to give up Primeape just like that, just because he's like, hey, your guy's kind of tough, can I keep him? And Ash is like, okay, and it's like, dude, do we ever see Primeape again in the anime? Like that Primeape, Ash's Primeape? I gotta look that up in a second. But as far as I can tell, no. And we just picked up the Geodude, another decent Pokemon. I'd say that it's a Pokemon that I noticed. Like, tell me if I'm the only one who had this problem. But to me, it's like when I was playing the original Gen, like Gen 1 and Gen 2, I found it really hard to find Geodude. Like, I'd find Onyxes more often than I'd find Geodude. And Gravelers. So, like, specifically Geodude, I couldn't be asked to find him, to be perfectly honest. What did I name him? I named him Rocketus. Ah, goodness. Me and my standos. Uh-oh. Why are you waiting on the screen? How could you do this to me, Silas? Past Silas, why? You were editing this, and you didn't see this coming? You didn't see this problem? There you go, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's right, now I remember why I took a while on that. I was making sure that the Rockettes was the name of the band that I was thinking of. Because I was thinking, like, was there Rockels? I don't know. But, God, I need to stop doing but anyways. Like, I don't think we ever see those Pokemon. We don't ever see Primeape anymore. And I don't remember what happened to Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee seemed to, like, disappear after the episode was done for. I don't remember him being, like, captured by somebody else. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about this, and I probably am. I remember him just going up into the sky along with Team Rocket. Maybe he was pissed at him at the end, but I don't know. And, you know, one of my first shiny Pokemon cards, of course, was the token the Pokemon starter decks with Machamp in there. And, you know, I love Machamp, because when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to pick up Mortal Kombat, and for obvious reasons. And but I always loved the way Goro looked. Goro, like, I was one of those token kids in the 90s who was blown away by extra limbs and just impressed by these big, gargantuan, godlike things that disobeyed the laws of anatomy and what have you. And that's why I had a crush on Lola Bunny. Anyway, yeah, no, he was my first shiny, my first holographic card from the Pokemon card game. I believe my second one was it? I barely had any. I mean, I had lots of Pokemon cards. I rarely got a foil one. I think the other one that I got was like a Blastoise. The Blastoise was the second one. Yeah, I never got a shiny I never got a holographic Charizard, unfortunately. And if I remember correctly, somebody stole my holographic Blastoise. Oh well. I don't give a shit about that. I'm beyond it. I'm moving past it now. How do you like me now? Oh man, now the video's acting up again. Good. That's just the way. That's the way. I hate it. That's the way. But in any case, another reason why I like fighting Pokemon in particular is because I feel like it should be the miscellaneous type as opposed to normal. Once again, you can just go back and hear my complaints about normal typing. I just feel like it's a throwaway slot, as opposed to, you know, the fighting type that actually has like an actual purpose to it. It actually has actually has Pokemon weaknesses and strengths to it, as opposed to, you know, normals, which literally only have weaknesses. And once again, Hitmonlee was one of my favorite early ons. Also, Primeape was, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. And of course, I love the Primeape episode with the jelly donuts and the 4 kids and the censoring, and it's like, fuck you, America. Oh my goodness. And let me. I'm scrolling through here. A lot of the double typings I like as well, like Poliwrath, water fighting. It was like the only water fighting for like a long time, up until they started. I was about to say they were about to like just double up on that, but I don't think there's too many water fightings. I can think of like poison water types. Like, I think he's a poison water type, fucking Toxicroak. But yeah, he's one of the sparse water fighting types at least, and one of the few. Plus, he looked really cool. I liked the design of it, because Poliwag to me looked super lame, and then it would evolve into Poliwrath, where it's just like, oh yeah, oh yeah, brother. And of course, Blaziken is like, I think Blaziken is pretty much every favorite Gen 3 person's pick. I mean, I'm kind of conflicted on Blaziken, because, you know, Blaziken is cool looking, but I have difficulty choosing between that and the Mudkip evolution. I know, I should know the name of it, but... Oh, and look at that Onix! It has like a little... Like, the tail is actually like a ponytail that goes really far down onto... I mean, I don't know how it keeps it that, you know, clean and shiny, unless it's not clean and shiny, and it's just big hunkin' rocks on where hair used to be, just big nasty clumps. It needs some Maybelline, god damn. But okay, yeah, Toxicroak is a poison fighting. Never mind, it's just, okay. Alright, here we go. Keldeo, I think it's a rarer Pokemon. Yeah, no, it's definitely a legendary Pokemon. Is it the... Is there only one non-rare fucking water fighting? It is! It's the only one! Holy crap! Yeah, go Poliwrath! Good for you representing! And I love Heracross's design. I love, Breloom. Breloom was one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 3. I don't know why. It just really spoke to me for whatever reason. I think it was mainly because of the early effects, effect moves like Sleeping Powder. It was either Sleep Powder or Spore that it got early on. I just used it to just be a stat damager or a status changer. I don't know what you call it, but Gallade. Gallade was a nice touch because, you know, those who didn't want to go full feminine with Gardevoir had, you know, their personal option. Not that I have a problem with it, you know, let me recite the whole speech for you. But it was a nice division that they had between the Gallade and the Gardevoir people. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a drink of my delicious H2O. Enjoy that construction man's ass while you wait. Let's see. And of course there are the 3 legendary lions later on. Scrafty, I never cared for Scrafty. Jesus. Let's see. Oh yeah, Komodo. Komodo is a cool one. Oh, and how can I forget Buzzwole? Buzzwole looks so great. He's so weird. I love him. I love him so much. Let's see. Marshadow. Marshadow's a fun deck? Really? Huh. Did not know that. Medicham. Medicham was actually one of my first ones for... I think it was Gen 2 as well? No, wait. Gen 4. Gen 3. 3 is the center there. 3 is the middling number. Good job, Stylus. You're really earning your 177 IQ. And let's just talk about Hawlucha, huh? One of the coolest Pokemon in Gen 6. Is it Gen 6? Yeah, no, it's definitely Gen 6. God, Hawlucha is just the coolest, finally, Luchador representation. And even though a lot of people consider Incineroar kind of a Luchador, I'd say he's just more of a general wrestler, to be honest. Oh, wait, did I miss his name? Shit, I missed his name. Come out. Come back out. Is it Morty? No, it's not Morty. That's the name of the ghost type. And he's gone. Like, he's just straight up gone because the video is overacting on my end. So once again, if I apologize in advance if there's like some big problem here going on. And Mega Mewtwo, like, here's a controversial opinion. I love Mega Mewtwo X so much more than Mega Mewtwo Y. Just because, like, it looks like a genuine evolution, as opposed to Mega Mewtwo Y, where it's like, why'd his tail suddenly just tear off of his crotch and into his head? I don't know. Maybe he's into it. Don't kink shame him. And also, like, what's with the toes? Have you ever noticed Mega Mewtwo's toes? How they become like swollen and purple, and his fingers as well. Why is so much blood going where it shouldn't be? And of course there's that weird oval on top of his head, that thing where it's like a Mewtwo carrying case at this point. But you know, yeah, I enjoy Mega Mewtwo X in particular just because it looks rugged. It looks rugged, like it looks like an appropriate, genuine, actual evolution as opposed to just an alternate to regular Mewtwo. Which, once again, that's how I look at Y. Once again, I don't think that Mewtwo Y's design is the worst out there. I don't dislike it. I think it's fine, but I prefer Mega Mewtwo X. And I'm gonna stay here in my encampment. And Pangoro is also really fun. It's a really fun addition to Pokemon X and Y. I think it was 6th gen. Passimian, I don't care for Passimian. I much prefer, what's the name of it? I only called it Simple Minds in my in my Pokemon Sun playthrough. I'll get to it somewhere, someday. My prince will come. And yeah, I feel like a majority of all of the fucking the entire encompassing most of the normal type moves can go into fighting, especially now that, like, you know, back in the day, up until I think it was Gen 4 that did it, maybe it was Gen 3, where it was like all fighting moves had to be physical, which made which made special attack and special defense, well, not special defense, but special attack pretty much worthless on every single. I think it was Gen 3 that introduced it, and that's why they introduced Metacham as well, to add a special attack dynamic. But, you know, like I said, I think that it's a very stout improvement over normal types, and I like the designs of a lot of the Pokemon early on. Really cool. I gotta end it off now. Goodbye. Take care. Stay wild.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow.